Okay, starting this tournament today, we do have Fluttershy, the pink Zerg, spawning at the bottom side of Cloud Kingdom. Go Fluttershy! I'm sure he's got plenty of fans in the stream chat already.
And in our upper right hand corner, we do have our Orange Protoss player, part of Team Druidz right now. He is short for Krallman. So, if I say Krallman throughout the cast, that's just because I know who he is and I knew his old ID. So don't get too confused. I'm sure you'll guys be able to keep up with it as, Krallman. Yeah.
Yeah, Krallman. It is all the same, guys. This is the round of 16. We do have 16 players in the brackets. We do have $100 to give away today, with 32 going to the winner, 16 to second place, 8 to third place, and 4 to every other player that managed to get into the main brackets. Here we see Druidz.Krallman just kind of scouting out his opponent. He's just going to check the gas and then try to be as annoying as possible, trying to delay that hatch, already waypointing the probe around. Now, interestingly enough, or not as much interesting because it's the way to go. Not building a forge, just going to go with a Nexus first maybe, or a forge first, but a little bit later on 17 supply instead of just 13 or 14. See the pool going down as well.
Yeah, I mean, he saw that the pool wasn't up early. He checked all the way around the creep, so he knew it was just going to be a very standard time pool, and that's of course going to let him take. Well, he's actually going to take a late forge instead of the Nexus first, but yeah, he because he saw that late pool, he knows he can make this late forge. And Fluttershy right now, he's starting up double gas, and I don't think he's going to cancel them.
I don't think he. No, he is.
He is.
He is.
Oh, okay.
Wow. So
Fair
he
enough.
just wants to get a little bit of a food boost.
Yeah, just starting up his queen and his couple of lings as well. A little bit weird to see that in PvZ. At least I don't recall seeing it too often. And yeah, he's only just going to go down and start trying to make that natural hatchery right now. And Krallman, as he went forge first, he can actually afford here to put down the pylon if he would want, but no real point as the ling's already there and it won't delay Fluttershy for that much longer. And this probe, it looks like it's probably going to die because it's on 5 health and the lings are chasing it down. And Fluttershy going to take out this early probe from Krallman, and so he won't be able to come back and scout for the third base as the game continues.
Yep. Krallman just taking his gases right now as usual. Let's look at the APM for these players. Look at Fluttershy go constantly around 200, 250. Like, I swear, this guy is so fast. You don't want to mess with him. And, the interesting thing and very unique thing about Fluttershy is that I've seen a number of styles come out of him. He's got a very varied play, and he's one of the guys that can do builds on the fly without actually having to practice them all that much. His the speed of his thinking and the speed of his brain is really at a high level, and he's just able to wing it most of the times. And the compositions of armies you will see out of him are very, very interesting. He's very fond of Hydralisks, for example, and uses them to great effect.
Yeah, Fluttershy, he loves his non-standard play, and for now he is just taking that kind of gas as free hatch, although he's taking his gas very quickly afterwards. So he's opening up standard, but I'd be very surprised if we saw the kind of standard kind of roach ling opening after this out of him. I think saying Hydras, that's very likely with Fluttershy. He's that kind of guy. And as he saturates his gas here, we'll be able to see what exactly he wants to use it for. Just putting 2 guys in there. And Krallman actually gets in here and scouts that. That gas is up a little bit earlier than usual. But that doesn't mean too much. It can just be, instead of getting 2 gases at 6 minutes, he gets one a little bit earlier. And then he'll get his second one just after. So there's a few different things you can do with the gas, and nothing too crazy out of Fluttershy so far.
Yep, Fluttershy also doing a great job of scouting around with his link. Look at this guy's map vision. He sees everything, and I do not really agree with the placement of the Cybercore here for Krallman, because that's exactly in the area that the Overlord is able to see. So why give your opponent more scouting information than you have to? StarCraft most of the time, or a lot of the time, is a game of denying information while getting the information. And as long as you can deny information from your opponent, the better for you it is. We have 1 Zealot out on the map so far.
Yeah, talking about information, Fluttershy, he sees that gas coming up in Krallman's main, so he knows kind of, hey, this is going to be at least a relatively tech-heavy build, of course, from Cloud Kingdom. You can't scout for the 4th gas, so that's not something Fluttershy can completely be certain on right now. But seeing that Krallman's actually decided to wall off his natural already, he's probably going to think, hey, you're probably going to go for the macro game, because why would you wall off your natural otherwise? Because otherwise any kind of push is going to take so long to get to my side of the map.
Yep, Fluttershy is scouting the insides of Krallman's base right now. Doesn't see all that much. Krallman doing a nice job of hiding the tech. Twilight Council going down, probably for that +2 attack upgrade, but no third being built yet. We don't have a single immortal out of very few units, and no immortals actually in production neither, so this is very interesting. And well, like you said, most probably a macro game. Well, there we have the Nexus going down. Okay.
Yeah, so Krallman, he's just going to expand here nice and early, and just before he invests into the Immortals as well, he's going to just start getting all of his tech of that Twilight Council, and yeah, finally going to start boosting out them Immortals, because they are important. You can't just skip Immortals forever, and Krallman realizes this, and so he's going to put it down. But look at this Fluttershy. He knows exactly what he's up, because he's not scared that, yeah, I mean, he's already figured out Krallman's going to be expanding, so immediately he actually throws down a Spire and an Infestation Pit, which is a little bit interesting to get both at the same time. I mean, usually, sure, you get the Infestation Pit, you want to go into Infestors, and your Spire you can get down a little bit later for Corruptors against Colossi, but to see them both coming down at a similar time is a little bit weird, and be interesting to see what Fluttershy wants to do with this. And on top of this, he'll hopefully go for his 4th base sometime soon, especially as he confirms the 3rd with these Lings running in there right now.
Yeah, a couple of the Lings get inside. He's trying to get the sentries. Oh, not very good force fields, leaving a gap there, but both of those sentries survive. You know, the very negative thing about that is that Krallman wasted a lot of force fields, and I do not think he's got very many sentries, just warping in 2 more, but those were all the force fields he has. And the next time those Lings come in, they might do some damage, although...
But look how much money Krallman's got. He's got so much money to warp in sentries as his warp gates are now finishing up as well, so I think he should be okay. These Lings are going to be a threat though. Fluttershy, he's opened with 1-1 with melee, and he is now going to come in. One more force field goes down, but these sentries are now going to begin dying. That Immortal not going to be much help at all. And Krallman, he's in a little bit of trouble here. You're losing this initial army, and Fluttershy, because he's able to do so much damage, he's going to feel so safe. And look at this, we've got Hive almost finishing at 11 minutes. Fluttershy playing extremely greedy here. 4th base behind this as well, and yeah, he's obviously just going to go straight into Brutalist, although he's suddenly making Mutalisks.
Yes, Fluttershy, before he started using Hydralisks, he very fond of Mutas. And you know, he just killed almost all of the units that Krallman had. Sure, he need to replenish sentries. Look at his gas, still pretty high. He needs to saturate the 3rd base ASAP. But, you know, Fluttershy knows that most probably there is nothing on the ground or in the air anywhere else for Krallman to defend this. Krallman is getting up a lot of gates, and look at this production from Fluttershy. He's just going for another run and sending the Mutalisks to the natural at the same time. He's forcing Krallman to split his units. I don't think Krallman has quite enough of Entire to deal with this now.
He's going to warp in a few stalks. He's actually already got the Templar Archives down, so then Archons are going to be up in plenty of time. And look at this perfect army position from Krallman, defending his 3rd base with ease right now. And yeah, he starts Blink pretty fast. I think he even had Blink on the way before the Mutas flew in. And these initial Mutas, they aren't able to do that much damage. He's killed 12 or so workers, but Krallman, he's gearing up to go for a huge kind of free base push. And, well, yeah, I mean, he's going to go for like a huge kind of +3 Archon Immortal push. And Fluttershy is actually throwing down the Ultras Cavern, which isn't going to work out too well against the kind of heavy Immortal force that is coming up from Krallman.
Yep, 17 probes killed so far. This Archon is going to chase those Mutalisks away. And ooh, Fluttershy, a little bit of mismicro. Either he wasn't microing that well, or he wanted to trade those Mutalisks for some other units so that he can max out on something else, because he lost quite a lot of them. Let's look at the probe count. 93 drones for Fluttershy.
Yeah, Fluttershy, he's getting himself into a good position here, but again, he's going up to them Ultras. He's getting a lot of Lings out to support them, of course. The problem is, Krallman's army right now is actually relatively good against that. He's got Templar Archives to make Archons against the Lings. He's got Immortals to deal with the Ultras, so obviously the Ultras can break down the force fields, but the force fields can buy Krallman a little bit of time to block the Lings until the Ultras get there. So I think Krallman, when he makes a push, Fluttershy might have a bit of trouble dealing with it, but we are going to see him going up to 7 ultras. And behind all of this right now, he's already taken a 5th base down to that bottom right-hand corner. So Fluttershy continuing to get himself in a good position and continuing his upgrades as well. Adrenal glands, centrifugal hooks on the way as well as the chitin plating for those ultralists. Fluttershy, he's maxed out.
Yeah, and he's getting Baneling speed as well behind this. So, you know, Banelings are really annoying, man. Another couple of Lings are trying to poke at the 3rd base, not going to do anything spectacular there. But Krallman, he's, like you said, he is gearing up for a heavy gateway 3-base timing. And frankly, he has to make this work, because if he doesn't, there's not much he can fall back on. There's no 4th base. Fluttershy has had his up mining for quite some time, quite a few minutes, and he is getting a 5th which just now finished. And whoa, look at this! So many Banelings, so many Ultras, so many Lings. Almost. Let me check. Actually, no Infestors in this army.
So yeah, I mean, Fluttershy playing this kind of Ling, Baneling, Ultra style, and it was first kind of popularized by Symbol, if I'm not mistaken, in the GSL, and well, Krallman's going to start seeing these units now, and obviously the force fields aren't going to be so great. He needs to find a way to split his army. The force field's getting crushed by the Ultralisks, and the Banelings coming in right now, BelleNOiR. Everything's going down. All of them Immortals in the front getting swiped away at by the Ultras, and 68 Lings on the Remax. Krallman is, well, I'd like to say dead, but he might just clean up these Ultras. I don't know, man.
I don't think it. There's the GG. Krallman just GG's. He knows he would not be able to muster a large enough army, basically, to deal with the fall.